wars of enforcement declared by the reptilian alliances. Now, humans have also had wars of enforcement. Okay? And have been attributed with 3 accidental extinctions in the last 10,000 years. The Dows. Yes, have been implicated, or these 3 accidental extinctions have been attributed to them. Okay? I didn't say humans, extinction of humans. I didn't say that. Okay? Let me read it again. They have been, the Greys, they have participated in all wars of enforcement declared by the reptilian alliances and have been attributed with 3 accidental extinctions in the last 10,000 years. Didn't say who. Okay, so I'm not going to say, yeah, it was humans, because I don't know that. The fact that they exterminated a race is enough for me. Okay? They are under investigation for excessive genetic manipulations of at least 2 races. Your Earth race being one of them. And something else he added as an afterthought is that they do not experience childhood. It's probably why they're all tweaked. Okay? They don't experience childhood. Okay. Wars of enforcement. In the human race, a war of enforcement is where someone, whether it's a human race or a reptilian race or a hydrogen breather or an oxygen breather or a methane breather or an ammonia breather, if they cross the line and do something so severe, they will literally go to war to enforce a punishment, to enforce something, a restriction. They will do that. What is going to be happening here in our solar system in the next couple of years is being classified as a war of enforcement. Okay? It's not a police action. They're coming in to kick butt because they've crossed the line. And we're not the only star system. You know, there are 21 other star systems that are having the exact same problem that we're having.
This is where you talk about them getting kicked out.
Yes, that they want all regressive presences off our system, off our planet and the moon. They want them completely out of here. End of story. They want them out of here. Now, if it's true that the moons of Mars, Phobos and Deimos, are no longer in orbit around Mars, and that they are, in fact, in orbit around Earth, then something really major is about to happen.
Well, couldn't they see them?
Apparently people do. Apparently people do. People are taking photographs. They are. People are seeing it. I myself have not. You know. But I live too close to Denver, and there's just a lot of city lights. But there are people back east who say they're seeing them, or people in Europe who are seeing them. You know, who said they've seen it. The solar eclipse in Turkey several years ago. European reporters, cameramen, who were taking pictures, got pictures of these 2 objects, and when they were blown up, they look exactly like Phobos and Deimos, following the moon.
Both inhabited?
No. Well, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Well, there's both spacecraft. They're both spacecraft. It's a spacecraft. Mm-hmm. It's an old, hollowed-out planetoid, converted with an ecosphere on the inside and propulsion on the outside. Right, it's a spacecraft. It's an older model. You know, you can find it on any good used spacecraft car lot.
I want one.
You know,
And the dials are controlling.
and the Dows. Now, according to Mornay, and this was many years ago, before their alleged re-entry into our atmosphere or gravitational field, Mornay had said that the last time that Phobos, specifically, he didn't mention Deimos, had entered the Earth's atmosphere or gravitational field was when the Great Plague began.
Was the plague intended to be a genetic manipulation?
The what?
Was the plague?
It was. It was. There are all kinds of paintings and records of spacecraft flying through space. What's his name? The Gods of Eden, William Bramley. He's got it in his book, right? We talked about that earlier, Robin and I. Where, you know, they talk about starships, spacecraft, something flying through space, dropping spores. Okay? Weeding out. So weeding out.
And this is the Dow spacecraft?
Yes, the Dows. Okay. I want to cover a couple of the things before I get to some of the other races. Dolphins and whales. Okay? I'm going to lighten this up a little bit. Dolphins and whales in our galaxy are honored as sentient animals. They are brilliant philosophers and poets.
Philosophers and what?
Poets.
Oh, really?
Okay? And we think they're just big, dumb fish. Well, we know dolphins aren't. We're not sure about whales. Okay? But apparently they're absolutely amazing, amazing mammals. And have the admiration of many of the old races for their beautiful songs and storytelling. They have legendary stories of the whale dream, which is the cetacean race memory. So they tell stories about their lineage, okay, which they call whale dream. If the humans of Earth make extinct these species, they will have no standing in the galaxy. Star Trek.
Then this is the only place.
And, you know, some of these guys, some of these writers, they're clued in. I don't know where they're getting this stuff, but they're totally dialed. Okay, and the same for dolphins. You know, we don't know their language, and it's an extremely sophisticated language. It's more sophisticated than the English language. You know, and it's apparently it's a trinary language, which is why we don't understand it, because we are so one-dimensional in our language. You know.
Is this the only place they are, then?
No. Whales and dolphins originated in Cygnus Alpha. Okay? I got one of those.
I'll tell them more about the dolphins.
Huh?
I'll tell them more about the dolphins.
Okay. Okay, now if you look on your little cheat sheet.
Lift the lid.
Oh, yes, you're right. Gotta keep an eye on me.